Yeah, I've pretty much just woken up from when I fell asleep. I think it was around maybe 4 p.m. or so. Maybe 4:30 p.m. Somewhere between 4 and 5 p.m., I would say. On this side here, I used essentially some of the same Sharpie markers I used to make these tulips, and arranged the dots, which I think are meant to represent plants slash flowers in some way, but they may more closely represent berries now that I think about it. But it still works. These are meant to look like cobblestone paths to better separate the words. Here I initially did an extra H, so I just put in extra dots. So that it wouldn't look the same as this H, and I did these brown lines, which I think are supposed to represent fences, and this light gray sort of pathing, which I think is supposed to represent maybe a sidewalk. This is all this is done in order to separate the words in Happy Mother's Day. This is where I'm at currently. On Forge of Empires. Throughout the day, I've been working on that Styrofoam drawing, which is intended to be a gift for Grandma on Mom's side of the family. And I've been building all of the military buildings. This is where I am currently on the tech tree for this game. I'm getting somewhat close to reaching the Iron Age. The technologies for which, in order to unlock them, requires goods. Though there was just one example of there is this technology of the Bronze Age, which is the only one to require goods to unlock here within the Bronze Age, according to my recollection. I'm here on this archaeology event. Here's where I am on the story and side quests. Here's what Dad made, maybe around. I think he had just made it in time for me to wake up now that I think about it. It's currently 10:20 p.m. I woke up and successfully called out to him. As he was eating. His portion. This follows when we finished off that family bundle from Burger King at around 1:30 p.m. This time when he seasoned the fries, he had the idea of seasoning them with the habanero sauce from the spices, the Man's Crate spices we brought over from Mom's place the other day. In fact, I believe that was yesterday. Anyways, the explosive habanero spice had and still does twice the Scoville units of the sauce that was typically used, which in this case was the fiery puri spice. But for the lunchtime fries, only the explosive habanero spice was used. The change from 150,000 Scoville units to 3,000 Scoville units made a difference to Dad's perception, but not really mine. It was a little spicy to me at first, but then I stopped perceiving it as soon as I got used to it. I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact that Dad tends to cook the fries in olive oil. When they have to be reheated. Hey, Dad got these, if I recall, they're called macaroons at Aldi's the other day, I think. Or maybe today. There was a point from the morning to the early afternoon, I recall, that he went out to look at houses. He only really liked one of the houses today, considering the rest to be subpar. I had coffee from the morning to the early afternoon hours. And during that time, I had maybe about three cups of coffee in that time. I had them all plain. All these preparations are so I'll be able to hopefully pick out the exact units I'll need. In order to take over this province. This guy kind of made me feel bad for deciding to go the military route. But that way I get battle victories. Just know there's no hard feelings. Just as it was with these are the names of the provinces. Just as it was with the owner of the previous province, which are all made up of a number of sectors. On this side, the back, I'm most likely going to draw a sort of close-up view of a sunflower. I took one of the Sharpies I used to make the dark purple tulips and used it again here, only maybe same hue but a different one in order for it to be fresher, and made circles around it. Made circles, hollow circles, intentionally leaving out blank dots in order to represent stars. Yeah, I did this nighttime sky sort of thing here because I know that Grandma likes these colors that you see here generally. That's why I also threw in these fireworks And then I threw in this moon so that it'll fit as best as possible with the other sides. Because for the sky on the other sides, I'm going to do some lighter hue of blue. Also, for the sides, I decided to do additional tulips. Throughout my day working on the Styrofoam drawing, I alternated between checking things on the game I just showed to this game, then sword fight on Congregate, and finding YouTube videos / music on YouTube to listen to while I worked on the Styrofoam drawing. For that front side, I currently intend to do a sort of potted berry bush behind the tulips. Then I'll create a sky background. With the yellow circle on different sides to depict the sun, and connected with that side where, because I did a night sky, I had to depict the moon. Throughout the day, I've been mildly sick. That's why I've been having to keep stopping the video in order to either cough or sneeze. Which are my symptoms right now, along with a bit of a sore throat. Generally, I've been feeling perfectly fine to work on the Styrofoam drawing for Mom's mom. I was able to complete the rune circle for this ancient wonder while I was trying to do the same for this ancient wonder. Yeah, but I couldn't, so I changed my favorite ancient wonder from this one to the Mountain Halls ancient wonder. It doesn't make sense to keep this one as my favorite since nobody's going to be able to contribute knowledge points to it as long as I'm not able to fill this rune circle. And my primary limiting factor in terms of completing technology research is mana. I can use portal instance in order to, in this case, instantly get arcane alchemist and whatnot. Those specialized graduates of the magic university, in order to necessary to activate technologies like this throughout the chapter. There's no instance that immediately give me X hours of produced mana or anything like that. For the most part. Dad told me this is pineapple juice. It's pretty good. And throughout the day, my nose has also been a little runny. At times, I've had to blow my nose at that little garbage bin that's inside of the bathroom of this apartment unit. Oh, and this is currently filled with water, just like it was in that picture that appeared at the very start of this video.